Hello everyone. So this is part 2 of your final exam. So the directions are as follows. Read and annotate the following excerpt from To Kill a Mockingbird. Determine the writing strategy and the central idea that is conveyed in this excerpt. You're going to type in your name and the short answer response. And here is the passage. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. No, I can't, said Atticus. I have to make a living. Besides, they'll put me in jail if I kept you at home. Dose of magnesia for you tonight and school tomorrow. I'm feeling all right, really. Thought so. Now, what's the matter? Bit by bit, I told him the day's misfortunes. And she said you taught me all wrong, so we can't ever read anymore, ever. Please don't send me back, please, sir. Atticus stood up and walked to the end of the porch. When he completed his examination of the wistery vine, he strolled back to me. First of all, he said, if you can learn a simple trick, Scout, you'll get along a lot better with all kinds of folks. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, sir, until you climb into his skin and walk around in it. Atticus said I had learned many things today, and Miss Caroline had learned several things herself. She learned not to hand something to a Cunningham, for one thing. But if Walter and I had put ourselves in her shoes, would have seen it was an honest mistake on her part. We could not expect her to learn all of Maycomb's ways in one day, and we could not hold her responsible when she knew no better. I'll be dogged, I said. I didn't know no better than not to read to her, and she held me responsible. Listen, Atticus, I don't have to go to school. I was bursting with a sudden thought. Purcell Ewell, remember? He just goes to school the first day. That tarnt lady reckons she'll carry out the law when she gets his name on the roll. You can't do that, Scout, Atticus said. Sometimes it's better to bend the law a little in special cases. In your case, the law remains rigid. So to school you must go. I don't see why I have to. When he doesn't, then listen. Atticus said the Ewells had been the disgrace of Maycomb for 3 generations. None of them had done an honest day's work in his recollection. Once you're done reading the excerpt, you're going to click on I read the excerpt above. Then here it says determine the writing strategy from the excerpt above. So you're either going to choose point of view or characterization, okay? Then you are going to determine a central idea. So you are going to write a central idea in the space below. The second part of your final exam is an argument paragraph. Should freedom be automatically given or does it need to be demanded? So it says choose one of the following statements you agree with the most. So you're going to either click freedom should be automatically given or freedom should be demanded. So you're choosing one of these statements. So for example, say you chose freedom should be demanded. For the next question, it says, which of the following quotes supports your answer to the previous question? So if I chose freedom should be demanded, then I'm going to choose freedom should be demanded, and I have the quote already attached there for me. Then I'm going to go ahead and write my paragraph. So it says use the following format to write your paragraph below. So sentence 1, right? Freedom should be automatically given or freedom should be demanded. Because I chose freedom should be demanded, that means my first sentence is going to be Freedom should be demanded because, and then you're going to explain the reason as to why it should be. Your second sentence, it says, in the text it states, then you are going to type in your answer, right? The quote that you chose, which is already attached here. Then sentence 4 and 5 is your analysis. So this quote shows, you're going to explain what the quote means, explain what the quote means further, and how does it support that freedom should be demanded or it should be automatically given. Okay, so this is the structure of your final exam.